We back? Okay, we're back, y'all. Can you hear
Say
us?
those 2 words again, Zondra.
Yeah, tell them when we were gone, when y'all weren't with us. What were you saying earlier?
Well, I was talking about being courageously intentional, and I think that you have to know, answer 2 questions. That's who you are and why you're here, and that if corporate America found value in you for what you brought to the table, then the world will find value in what you bring to the table. But I think the scariest thing is having to step outside the corporate umbrella of protection. That every 2-week paycheck and those benefits, it'll cripple you.
Boy, I tell you what, it definitely will. You get dependent on all that stuff.
Yeah,
You do.
Right?
We're conditioned that way.
But you know what? It's a ceiling, right? Like it's limiting your opportunity. You can only go so high as far as they will let you.
True.
And so you worked all the way to the top, and then you got to the top, and they're like, bye-bye, and they cut you all the way back down to the bottom. I don't like corporate America. I'm going to tell you that right now. I see it too much.
Well, I tell you what, I've got enough distance, and I would never go back to corporate America
There it is.
because I
There
know that
it
I
is.
have something great to offer the universe.
Boom.
And
We
so,
all do.
but people need to figure out where they kind of land there. I think people worry about how will this make money. I really encourage people that are laid off from a job to really understand who you are, why you're here, and how that might apply to the universe, and then the money will come.
Right.
You just have to have a strategy.
It will.
How can you help people? Because your worth is only your worth is the amount of people that you help on this planet, right?
That's right.
It could be a simple thing, or it could be a large thing. It could be the guy who invented the paperclip. Okay, well, guess what? Everybody's got a freaking paperclip in their office, right? The guy that invented the little plastic
That
thing
was
at
in Romeo and Michelle.
the end of your what'd you say, Foster? You got me all
You
mindful.
remember Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion? Was that what it was, Leo? Wow. Okay.
No, I don't remember
I'm
that.
sorry, Squirrel.
Squirrel moment.
I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is it could be something small to change the world, or it could be something big like the iPhone, right? Change
Yeah.
the world,
Yeah.
right? Everybody's got one. What value can you bring? And it could be something like this show, like your show, bringing value to people. You're helping business owners. You're
absolutely.
helping entrepreneurs. How many people can you help? That will determine, the money that comes in the door.
Well, and so yes and no to that.
Okay.
No matter how big or small, I think we have been conditioned in our minds to
Okay.
think one way.
Yes, we have.
But see, you could take a small idea and have various streams of income with that small idea.
yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Live seminar. You could stream the seminar. You could have your own show and teach the pieces and components. You could look at all
But
the things
see-
you could do off of one thing.
Totally. But what I love what you're saying is all of those aspects, all those pieces you're talking
Yes.
about is helping more and more,
More
and
and
more
more.
people. So the
Yes.
amount of people, like I think it was Zig Ziglar said this, you want to be a millionaire, help a million people. You want to be a billionaire, help a billion people. It's the impact. So impact equals income.
Impact equals income.
Impact equals
I
income.
like that.
That's a
I
drop
like
the
that.
mic.
Damn, that was
I helped 50.
Okay, the Mike,
Sorry.
Mike went out the door, y'all. Okay, well, we
I
get
threw
it.
that mic. Thank you.
He
Appreciate
gets
it.
a little
Thank you.
overzealous.
That was a
sometimes.
Mike moment.
That was a mic.
good though.
That was a
Impact
mic.
equals income.
Okay, I'm gonna have to,
Right.
Can I use that? Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that.
Hey,
Yeah,
we'll do this.
Do that. Do a little of that.
Gene Clay.
Wow. Have y'all ever seen what's that movie where they freeze that guy? They freeze him and they
Demolition
bring,
Man?
Yeah, Demolition Man. And they're worried it's the future, right? And they're worried about germs and all that. So they don't touch each other.
Squirrel.
They don't. Well, they do this.
Oh, I
They do
gotta,
that- they
I
do
gotta
this.
watch that. Wax on, wax off.
Yeah. they do like this. Yeah, there you go.
I gotta watch that.
Got to be careful nowadays.
Gee.
Catch that corona. But no, seriously, I love that. And I love how you got started and you just were like, you know what? You were excited about it because that's the mindset that it's going to take for a lot of these folks. They need to be excited, right?
You need to be totally excited. I do have to just say this, and I don't know how much time we have left, but when I left corporate America, I developed a webinar service, a conference service for women, and that you could pay a membership fee of only $10 a month, and you could be motivated every single week with a motivational moment. There was video, and you could sit in the comfort of your own home and be motivated. So that was really awesome. But look at how a webinar then catapulted into TV.
Love it.
And so now we're charging $10. I'm charging 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 times more to be on TV. But
Nice.
still not overcharging.
Love
So
it.
taking that and having a strategy with that just helped a lot.
Love that. Love that. Impact equals
Income.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, do what God told y'all put you on this planet to do.
Yeah. Help people.
Yes.
That's right. That's
Go help
right.
people. That's bottom line. Go
Yeah.
help
We all
people.
get gifts,
Figure out a
yeah.
way
Servant
how
leader.
you can provide a service or a benefit or a solution
Yeah.
or something for people. And the more people you help, the more successful you will be.
Yeah.
Quit worrying about the money. The money is the
It'll
byproduct.
come.
It's the byproduct,
That is true.
right?
It's hard to
Just-
do, but
It
it's
will
true.
come.
Get out
It
there
will come.
and figure out how many people can you help. I tell people this all the time. Sometimes you're going to have to go offer your service for free, right?
You have to
Well,
add
hello.
value.
Okay.
Hello.
Right?
Absolutely.
You're
You're going to
gonna
have
have-
to. You
you-
do.
You may have to get out there and give away a lot. Give your time, your money,
Oh.
right? That's an investment in yourself, though. You're going to have to give to a point where people see value in you, right?
Yes.
You build credibility. They go, dang, okay, well, shoot,
Right.
right?
No, that's absolutely right. I wrote a book, The Power of Investing in You, and I wrote that
Oh,
book,
shoot.
bestseller.
Oh,
I just
Okay.
thought I'd throw
yeah.
that out there,
Yeah,
little
you-
bestseller offer. Hey,
What?
The Power of Investing
Plug it
in
in,
You.
plug it in.
But the reason why, that's another mic drop
That's a mic,
situation.
that's a mic razor.
But the reason why I wrote the book is because I wanted people to understand that when you make a differential investment monetary to your business, that's your power. You're investing in you, and
Yeah.
you're the most valuable asset,
Yeah,
the resource, and the true commodity.
totally.
So if that be true, you should be investing in yourself. You should invest in your business, right?
Right.
And so part of that is you have to do some stuff free of charge. I've spoken many places free of charge.
Hello.
Well, let's apply that.
Hello again.
Let's apply
Did
that to
anybody
job
else
search.
say hello?
Right. Let's
Hello
apply
again,
that to job
Zondra.
search
Mark and
because
Trevor have.
if you have a skill set and you can use that skill set to improve a process or save a company money or find some way that you could do some work for the company without getting paid, right? They're not asking you. You're just finding a way to improve, to add value to a company. Man, that says a lot. Do you think that they'd give you the time of day if you're bringing that to the table?
I absolutely do. And I'm going to tell you why I think that. One of the things that I tell folks when I was in corporate and folks would come to me for coaching, you can have a one-on-one interview, informational interview, but it's all in how you position that conversation in LinkedIn. See, I'm impressed with you, and I like to know, how did you
Yes.
really, get to where you are today? Would you be willing to spend 30 minutes with me? Oh, you got your foot in the door now, don't you?
Right, because people like to talk about themselves.
People love to talk about themselves.
Yep.
Then if you've got something to offer, that's the
Love
time to
it.
do it. Like, let me show you something that I did. I love your reaction to it only because I so respect you and I followed you on LinkedIn, and I know that.
Yeah.
Tell me who ain't gonna take some time out. Well, let me call him.
Yeah.
Tell him what I did.
Right?
There's glory in the story.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's another mic drop.
Hello. Hell.
Racking them up.
we're not going
right.
to have a mic after
yeah,
today.
we're gonna bust that. We're gonna bust that mic.
There it goes again. There it goes again.
Another
There it
mic
goes.
drop.
There it goes.
Here I go.
But yeah,
Glory in the story.
glory
like
in the
that.
story.
Glory
Like that.
in the story.
Well, Zondra, we have really enjoyed. I've enjoyed my time with you. It's just been so much fun. Her energy,
That is.
her passion,
That is.
Yeah.
just
Thank you.
and your
She lights
wisdom,
up the building.
your wisdom, right? Like you have so much value to give this world. So wish you nothing but just the best in everything that you touch. You put your hands on it, I want the best for it. You know what I'm
And the
saying?
same to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for having me here. It was an
Yeah.
awesome time.
Guys, don't go anywhere. Okay,
We got
I know
Leo.
I know we might cut the show off again, but please don't go
We're
anywhere.
going to go with Leo.
We only got like 5
Oh, yeah.
people on the stream
Yes.
with us this time, but
No,
that's
hey, that's a point right there.
What?
Hey, we need you guys to get everybody back. So one way you can do that little arrow down at the bottom of your screen there. Mash that shit
Katie
button.
Reed, I'm glad you said that you're back. I want to see who.
Go on and mash it. Mash that share button.
Just sharing is caring, y'all. But you know what's even more important than the share button? Y'all want to know? That share button barely does a dang thing. Y'all want to know that? I mean, it does. It does a little bit.
Yeah,
it does a little bit. But sharing's too easy, and LinkedIn doesn't like that. You want to know what the real thing that's going to make an impact? Tag. Go ahead and tag people. Go tag the recruiters you're working with. Tag them, because they're going to get a little notification. They're going to go, oh, you were just tagged by so-and-so to watch the Who You Know show. And then all of a sudden they're in the stream, and then they're like, whoa, this is cool. What's the Who You Know show? And then they're like, oh, this is awesome. I like Trevor and Mark and Foster and Zondra and Leo and
we reached
Maureen.
all
I
the
like
way
all
out
these
to
people.
Nova Scotia
agree.
today. I
Yo.
like that word, Nova Scotia. I've never been to Nova Scotia.
Wow.
I went to Connecticut one time. It's close.
Best to not go at the moment.
Wow. Well,
All right,
anyways.
commercial time.
Yes. So, well, let's just come back, man. We dropped the show
Come
too
on
many
back.
times. We got time for
Yeah.
We got to talk to Leo.
We got time
Yeah,
for
we got Leo.
Yeah.
We got
Hey,
Leo in the house.
We got Leo Leybovich. Hopefully I said it right.
That was perfect.
Hey, that's perfect. Oh man,
Perfect.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm a linguist by trade. Actually, I know I'm not. But Leo, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having
tell us
me.
a little bit more about what you're doing, because you're talent acquisition, right?
Yeah.
Guru. You actually your company. Let me see if I can say this right. Genuent.
That's perfect.
Man, Genuent. Man, I'm
Yes.
2 for 2 right now.
Look at that.
Look at. We've got an expert here in the room. We've got a lot of experts in the room, but I know that you are actually in it right now, right? You're
Yes.
getting your hands dirty.
She
Yeah.
riding
Tell
right
us more
now.
about what you're doing.
Yeah, so Genuent, we're IT staffing and recruiting firm.
Good.
And our whole, one of our slogans, one of our things is relationships matter, enriching lives by connecting talent, right?
Hello.
What does that mean? It for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So for candidates, there's just so many out there, and I've met so many recently, and I'm more than happy to assist. If it's not my client that I'm placing you at, whatever I can do. And this is kind of how the Genuent family we are. You know, yeah, we're not a small company, we're not a big company, but everybody shares this belief is that relationships matter. So we connect candidates to clients, clients to candidates, and try to help both sides out. You know, if I have a client, for example, and I can't help them out, I will let them know I can't help you out. My team will do the same,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll guide them in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, it's about everybody being happy. I'm just the middleman. That's all I am.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
So are you working more? Do you work directly with the applicants, or are you working with more of
So-
the client base?
Okay, great question. So we have two teams, right? We've got the biz dev team, which is what I sit on.
Uh-huh.
So my role is to form the relationships with the organizations.
Okay.
Yes.
And bring in those contracts, help them fill their needs, their recs, their contracts, their direct hires, all the above.
Mhm.
We have delivery team as well. We have teams of recruiters that work with the candidates, but all of us on the biz dev side, we all work with candidates too. We
Mhm.
all hold relationships. Some of the folks that are on the stream
Uh-huh.
right now, they know me, they've met me. I've had them come into the office, looked over their resume, help them in how to present themselves, because it's all about the delivery. Trevor, you were talking about this earlier. Be yourself.
Mm.
Don't try to necessarily go in there and impress someone based on what you think that they want to hear,
Mm.
because you're not going to be yourself
Fake.
You won't.
at all, right?
I'm an IT
And
recruiter,
so-
y'all. I'm sorry.
So I have candidates come in all the time. We all do, and whatever I can do to help. I mean, if I have to pull up some of the tools that we use on the sales side to help you get contacts, to reach out to people where I don't have relationships, hit me up. I will absolutely do that for you. More than happy to.
Well,
do that
and I
for
would
you.
say, to your point, I mean, you as a contact would be even more vital for a candidate, right? Because you have the pulse of the company.
Yeah.
You have the inside view as to what the company is looking for, what their culture is like, who you need to connect them to if you have a connection.
Speaking of inside pulse, right? What are companies doing right now? What's their pulse look like with all this, stuff going on? all that going on.
Just
What?
make sure you direct that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the person who's coming to use that mic after him.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a weird time right now, right? Going on in the
Yes.
market and the industry.
It is.
We have some clients right now that have gone on hiring freezes, that are sending all their employees home to work remote. We have some that are still hiring. it's definitely slowed down. That's no lie. This whole thing has debilitated the entire world, the entire economy. But don't lose hope, because there's 100% companies that are still hiring. We all have candidates and interview processes still going on. We have contractors. We have old contractors or people that we may have placed directly that are still working. So what I'm trying to say is there's still action going on just because of this Corona situation. Don't stop. Don't lose hope.
Love that.
You know, what you guys were saying earlier, in this time right now, if you do have more time, sharpen your skills. Get out there and network with more people.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God that we have technology today, right? So we can virtually pretty much do anything. It's not quite the same as, you know, giving dabs, shaking hands, and all that kind of stuff.
But you can get there. It help you get there quicker.
Yeah. I mean, I've never ran so many, you know, Zoom video meetings in my life, like the last day and a half since we were told you have to go home. You know, and so it all boils down at the end of the day to the relationship.
Let me ask you this. So you guys are in really the technology space, right?
Correct.
So
technology.
You're running Zoom meetings. Are you having like tech people having issues, like they can't figure out how to start their video, or what? I mean, what are some of the things you're running into with these Zoom meetings and tech people?
So far, it's been good, but you'd be surprised that some of the higher level tech people can't figure out the simplest task. So then I end up being the tech support guy. Sir, is your power button on?
Yes.
Is your mic muted?
Yes.
Did you pay your electric bill?
That's the big one right there. That's the big one. God forbid that the internet goes down. Whew.
Oh God,
man!
The video is
you talk about
again.
look.
Stir crazy. I'm just trying to
my
say,
goodness!
it's gonna create something.
Yeah.
What's one of the most impactful things that an applicant or a candidate has done that has impressed you? Right? Really, like set themselves apart, differentiated themselves.
I mean, that's a great question, because
there
could be so many different examples. Kind of off the top of my head, I would say the candidates that consistently keep in touch and don't ghost you, because and I know it's been a topic everywhere. Believe it or not, I mean, candidates will ghost you. And
so they're not following up.
They're not following up, and that's the thing, is I understand it's a candidate-driven market today.
Mm-hmm.
It truly is, for the most part. Now, the higher up you go in the ladder, the less of those jobs there are. But regardless, that relationship piece for us, if you're staying in touch, if you're, you know, checking in or just taking advice that we're giving you, I feel like that's been pretty impactful. Otherwise, and I don't want to say that we feel like you're wasting our time. Not at all, because we're all in this industry, specifically in staffing, because we want to help people at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But if you can just take some of the nuggets that we're giving you and run with them, and then the people that I've seen do that, it's pretty awesome, and honestly makes us in the industry feel like fulfilled, like we actually did our job, even if you don't land their job. Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
you have to follow up, guys. This is a sale, right? At the end of the day, you got to convince a company to buy you. You are a service to them, and they're making a purchase, and it's actually a pretty expensive purchase, okay? So you got to convince them. So you have to follow up. If you're not following up, shame on you. I know this network is actually following up, though. I know y'all are doing it. So put it in the comments below. Put hashtag follow up, because I know you're doing it, right? You're following up. If you're following up, put hashtag follow up. Speaking of checking in, Claudia Montanare, she's on with us right now.
Oh, Claudia's with us?
Yeah, good to see you here with us, Claudia. Somebody tagged her. Mark, was that you?
Yeah, I did.
See how that works? Mark tagged her, and now she's on with us. See what I'm saying? That's what y'all need to go tag the recruiters. Just saying.
Tag, you're it.
Tag.
Hey, Leo, I got a question, because, you know, you just talked about, like, maybe the higher echelon, higher tier technology leadership, right? More senior and advanced in their careers. I had a conversation just a little while back, maybe about a week ago, and I asked them if they were engaging with, like, staffing companies, right, headhunter recruiters, not necessarily like the executive search folks, but you know, like your shop. There's a lot of, you know, other options out there, other shops out there. But their comment was, well, you know, I'm more of a high level. I'm not an individual contributor, you know, or just it kind of felt like, well, they don't have anything for me. Is that true? I mean, are you getting positions? Are you guys filling positions and getting requests or recs for director, VP, right? C-suite.
We do.
Yeah.
We don't get as many as maybe your executive, search firms, but we all have relationships and
There it
networks
is.
in the marketplace.
That's
right.
where it comes from.
So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, I know myself, Taryn's in here with us, we will happily go and introduce you to somebody that we know if it helps you.
Yeah.
I may not have the job, but I'm more than happy to plug you in with whoever that I can at any organization. But, I mean, we do get director roles. We do get management roles. We do get VP roles. I wouldn't really say we get C-level roles so much unless somebody
Sure.
has some kind of seriously deep relationship
Yeah,
Yeah.
with somebody. So,
Yes.
just being transparent.
I get that.
But, yeah. I mean, I think when you're in the market and when you're looking, you should try it all.
Yeah.
It can't hurt.
You have to turn over every rock,
Yeah.
right?
I got a great comment came in from Paul. He says, talking about a two-way street. I've had no less than 6 recruiting firms completely ghost me, so it's the flip around this way. You're absolutely right, Paul. Shame on those companies out there that are ghosting candidates.
Yep.
It is a two-way street, just saying.
It is.
I agree 100%. It's happened to me. I mean, I've been in transition. I've been laid off several times. And, I don't get it. I don't know why people do it.
It's just a common courtesy, right? You just have to have common courtesy and, follow up. And if somebody does follow up with you, you just have to say, hey, I'm sorry you are not a fit, or here's why. You know what I mean? I know that companies don't want to give feedback, right? They don't want to give feedback because they're liable and blah, 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 blah. We live in a litigious society and everybody wants to sue everybody, right?
Sure does.
So that's why they don't want to give feedback, but you can at least say sorry.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be stringing them along either.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Just
right.
tell me.
Well, and I think that, along with that, a lot of people in the career search, right, mode, if you're in transition, I'm just got to be honest. I'm going to be straight up. Like, some of you need some time management help, right? I'm one of them. I need time management help.
Oh, yeah, you need to.
Oh, me big
faux
time.
Faux show. But,
Hello.
it time management, right? And the same goes for the recruiters, right? The people that are ghosting other people, maybe it's a time management issue, right? Along with courtesy. Common courtesy and respect can go a long way.
I
So-
would like to just get a poll and a pulse from the audience on this one. So it seems to be a pretty hot topic. Let's hear from you. If you have been ghosted, put hashtag ghosted in the comment section. If you have been ghosted in your job search, or maybe you are hiring and you have ghosted someone.
Wow.
That's okay. Hey,
That's
be
okay.
honest. Be honest
Yeah.
with yourself. Look, it happens. Just saying.
It does. We see it.
Dynamics of business can cause it a lot of times. We don't mean harm, but dynamics of business.
Yes.
So here's the thing. If the recruiters are looking for the candidates and they're getting ghosted, and the candidates are looking for the recruiters and they're getting ghosted, what's the fix, right? What's the fix? It's not the applicant tracking system.
Bomb bomb.
We know that.
Bomb
right?
bomb.
It's not the applicant
Bomb
tracking
bomb.
system.
Bomb bomb.
Exactly. Well, I
Bomb
mean, it's
bomb.
differentiated. I mean, bomb bomb is definitely
I
the
mean,
biggie.
I will say a lot of times it falls on us in the middle because
Mhm.
the fingers always get pointed at us, and that's
They
fine.
do. Yeah,
that's
we-
fine. But
Oh,
to kind
shoot.
of
Dang. Them comments coming
Ooh,
through
all
like
them
crazy.
ghosted people coming
Paul
in.
said ghosted.
Yes,
Renee
yes.
said ghosted. Lene said ghosted. Michelle said
Wow.
ghosted. And Don said ghosted. Hey, they all said ghosted. I'll make a song out of that.
Put your hood back
Tom
on.
Orderman looks like a ghost.
Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to make fun of the situation, but we gotta
I'm
at least
kidding,
we
Tom.
gotta at least understand the situation, right?
you got to sprinkle humor in.
Yep. Tom says ghosted. Man, that's a
Wow,
hot topic.
And Tom's one of those big league guys.
So what are some of the recs you guys are trying to fill? Do you have an idea of what you guys got going?
Yeah, I mean, we've got QA recs, specifically accessibility. What do you got? Senior network engineer, SAP FICO, SAP MM, application developers,
Trevor, read what
service
Holly said.
desk.
You down with
That's-
SAP?
That's strong.
Yeah, you know me.
Yep.
I love it.
Okay, so
and
how
are a lot of them contract to hire,
It's
or
a combo. Contract,
direct
contract to
placement?
hire, direct placement. I could tell you personally myself, one of my good relationship accounts need a Java full stack developer right now.
Ooh, I just got one. I'm going to
So-
send him to you. I
Come
ju-
on,
just-
come on.
boom.
But I'm not the only
just
one.
got
I'm
it.
not the only one. There's others
Yep.
in the office too, and we'll
Just-
happily pass them around the team.
I need to
Absolutely.
We
go-
got
I
a
need to go
comment
job
here.
full
Got a
stack
comment
development.
here. Ding ding. Okay, Holly. She says I had a conversation with a job seeker the other day who actually got feedback from a hiring manager. He told the candidate what to study for before his second interview. That meant the world
That
to
meant
this
the
job
world to this
seeker.
job seeker.
Having that feedback.
That's awesome.
Thank you for your
Whoever
comment.
you guys, if you guys got a relationship, you know how I'm about relationship. If you got a relationship with that client, you should know some things to tell those candidates along the way.
I got
What they're
a,
looking for.
I got another thing that I just talked about today because I talked about somebody who's been in the search and they're getting to the point where they might need to start looking for work, right? So a gap job.
Mhm.
Look, you guys probably have a 2, 3, 6-month contract, right? Out there, maybe it's data entry, right? Maybe something that you don't have to have be real technical to do. You could go work for 3, 6 months, put some money on the table, right? Put
Right,
some food on the table.
Right.
You know, it's a contract. They know you're going to be still searching, but it's a gap job, and it's something that you can, also you can put on your resume. If you don't want to, don't put it on there. But it's going to be something that might get you through. Because look, right now, if you're seeing the slowdown in the interviews, right, you're seeing a slowdown in the traction that you're getting, but there's these contracts that need to be filled still. Go get one of those contracts, right? Go sign up. Sign up now.
Tell them now.
Sign up now.
No.
I kind of
That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I kind of want to add to that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. Please
a
do.
lot of organizations, and this happens, not all the time, but it happens. Sometimes some of those hiring managers don't even know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So you may not think that you're a fit for this job, right? But if we present you, or if you present yourself, somehow if you get in front of the right eyes, they might look at that profile and say, oh, well, John over here in this department next door needs somebody like this.
Looking for you.
Let me
Yeah.
go walk it over.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever submitted somebody or put them up, right? And they didn't have a job, a rec to fill for them,
But they created one.
but they created one?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. Like I said, it's not common,
Right.
but it happens. And that goes back to my point of try it all.
Yep.
You know,
And I think even at the higher tier, right? The senior positions, like if a company finds somebody and you've got like this, and this, and they're like, you know what? We need this guy. We don't have a position, but we need this guy
Yeah.
or gal, right?
yeah, we can't pass somebody
We
like this
can't
up.
pass
This
up
is
on
too
this
much of a
person.
talent.
Yeah.
It
Got a
happens.
question here from Paul Carpenter. He says, that's a question. Oh, the comments are flying through. I can't even read it. He says, that's a question. What's the best way to find those gap jobs? Right? What's the best way to find those gap jobs? I've asked several based IT recruiting firms, and they all say you're too qualified. You're too qualified. So how do you find the gap jobs?
I've heard that a lot. And to be honest with you, I can't stand when hiring managers tell me, well, this person's too qualified. Well, why? You mean you don't want this extra smart person doing this thing that is
Right.
fully capable and wants to be submitted for this?
Can we be honest about it? When they say you're too qualified, what does that really mean? You are too expensive. We don't want to pay for you.
Or
You have all of
ageism.
this,
Could
and
be
but we don't
ageism.
want to. But what is ageism, right? Ageism
Payism.
is payism. It's money. It's they're worried about the cost, right? And they're also worried about adaptability. They're worried about flight risk, that you're going to leave for the next guy that will offer you the money that you really want,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're worried about a lot of things, but that's really when it boils down to it. It comes down to money.
Yep.
But
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go.
go-
because a gap job, and now we're talking
Yeah.
about a gap position.
Mhm.
It's not going to pay you what truly like big money.
Right.
You named a lot of things, but really, leadership oftentimes do not want to hire anybody that might outshine them,
Ooh.
and they end up
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God, dog. She
Solid,
got all
right?
it. She got all
Solid.
it.
Drop it.
solid.
Bam.
Solid. That's what the problem
Hey.
is. It really ain't about the money. It's about they gonna upstage me. See, the mindset of leaders in the workplace right now is they want to keep that job. They want to keep that money flow. You think I'm gonna bring the enemy into my camp that might outshine me and I lose my job? I've seen it over and over again in corporate.
You're 100%
Well,
right.
we got a question. This is a great question. Valerie Brown Jones. Thanks for mentioning gap jobs. Wondering if I should add it on my resume, even if it's not related to my career field. Let's open that up to everyone.
Mark, the reason I like the possibility of putting you on the resume is it immediately shows that during this downtime, I got proactive. That person got proactive. they're engaged in their field. So I think what employers are so concerned about is, what have you been doing? What is the reason for the gap? So anytime you can show your bridging, anytime you can show your credentialing, your community work, your volunteer work, your leadership work, whatever you're doing,
Put it on.
put it on there, Mark.
Okay.
Put it on there, because the black hole of just falling in there and just nothing happening is a major concern.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on the employer. I agree with that, but it's situational.
It is situational.
And let me
Yeah.
tell you why. It's our job, if you're going through an agency, to sell you to that hiring manager, right?
Mhm.
If we have that relationship. What I've seen a lot, what we've all seen a lot, is the common question is why are they jumping around so much? Well, they're not, right? So you have to find also the agency that will sell you. And like I said, I mean, it's situational. If you don't put it on there, figure out a way to work it into the interview when you're there.
Sure.
That you have been busy, that you have been at it, that you haven't just been sitting on your hands doing nothing.
Exactly.
Yep.
You've been not sitting on your hands doing nothing.
Well,
Critical.
I think a lot of these people they could have that conversation if they could have that conversation,
Yes.
right? Like
Yeah.
they're not able to
Yeah.
have that conversation
I hear
because
you.
they're in the
Yeah.
black hole because their resume shows all this activity and the blah blah blah. So, guys, I mean, is the bottom line if you were able to have more conversations with these companies, do you think that you would, shorten the cycle? Do you think that it would help you if you could have more conversations with companies?
And
with
how do we do
decision
that?
makers. Man, you need to come to our
You gotta come to
workshop.
the workshop.
Boy, I'm gonna
Yes.
teach you
You
how to
gotta
do
come
it.
to the workshop.
Ooh, I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I'm gonna teach you how to get that decision maker to reach out and contact you and oh man.
Online to the workshop.
Job
Online
seekers,
Monday.
it sounds trivial, but I have watched it work.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't work for everybody,
Everybody.
but you know what? If you don't swing the bat, you can't get the ball out the park.
That's right.
Hello.
Ooh.
That's right.
Ooh.
Come on.
Foster, come on, Foster.
Ooh, I'm throwing.
Oh, yeah. He did it. He did
Listen, the people underneath us hate
you
us.
know.
Just so y'all know.
it. Yeah.
They hate us because they ain't us. Oh, that's a no. Is
There's
that
like-
not a?
Yeah,
No?
no,
Oh, do it.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, they hate us. We got some psychologists downstairs like doing counseling, and they're probably like,
Wow. Okay.
Analysis.
That is so funny. We're crazy. Okay, we got another comment come in here. Let's see who was this we got. Let me click on it real quick. Sometimes they come
is
in
that
so
Renee?
sometimes they come in so fast.
They do.
Can't.
Yeah, Renee Lucero.
Yeah, what's she saying? She
She
said,
said, so sad. I'm reading about protege sponsor relationships, and a truly brilliant employer will understand that hiring someone who shines just increases their shine, impact, and sphere of influence. Hashtag you make them shine brighter.
"Ooh."
Yeah, that's
Okay, wait. That was a
What?
mic drop for her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all-
Drop that mic, Renee.
We don't-
Renee Lucero.
Renee Lucero.
Yeah,
Booyah.
that's
No,
good.
no. This is what I want the audience to hit with the clap. Hit the clap. Clap. You hit the
There they
hands
go,
on
there they
LinkedIn.
go.
Hit them claps on LinkedIn. Hit them. Because that was a mic drop moment.
Hey, guys, also, what I want you to do is if you have engaged with a staffing agency, right, a recruiting company, somebody
Uh-huh.
who's filling positions, not direct, not a company hiring, but one of the agencies and the recruiting firms out there, maybe you didn't land the job there, but, tag them, tag your contact there in the fields, the comment fields here, and get that information out, get those people out to everybody else.
Yep, this is the tag the recruiter moment. It is your time to shine.
Tag
you
the
just
recruiter.
type that @ symbol in there and just tag a recruiter, y'all.
Pin the tail on the recruiter.
Wow.
Wow.
Guys, we're going to
virtually.
have fun with this show one way or another. I know y'all are at home cracking up right now. And if bottom line, if I can make you laugh and smile on a crappy day like, Corona Wednesday, hey, look,
I like it.
you like that? Hopefully I can put some smiles on your
I'm
faces.
going to go buy me a case of Corona and see what
Yeah,
happens.
I don't know about Corona and the COVID-19, but I do have yellow fever.
Okay,
You
Mark.
guys didn't get that?
That was
I
Mark
got it.
Come on,
Elder.
Thank you, Leo. I got yours. You got yeah.
We got it, Mark.
Yeah.
We got it.
Wow.
That was
Mark
Mark
does that a
Elder.
lot.
Do the
He
Trevor.
does.
the
He
Trevor.
does do that a lot.
Mark just slid off the plane.
Come on, man. I'm Asian. Get it?
That was
Asian. Yellow fever.
No, we get it.
Come on.
That's a mic drop, but you just in a different way. Just take that mic and just put that there.
Yeah. We ain't dropping no mic, B.
away. Just take that mic away.
What were you telling me? Trevor was telling me this morning he was making some comment. He was making fun of me about being Asian or something like that. What were you saying? Like my kids or something like that?
That ain't got nothing with it.
I don't even know, man.
Yeah, he was talking about. He's like, man, your kids all in all them accelerated classes anyway and all that.
Oh, your kids are so smart. You know, they're taking
in
calculus.
kindergarten.
Yeah, they're taking calculus and all that. Your kids are brilliant.
But that was good. Explain to me where you was trying to get after the show.
Hey, we also have Andrea Prater on with us.
Hey,
Andrea.
So, I had sent her my little message today about the whole Tupac, things are gonna get easier. She liked that. She thought that was pretty cool. What is her comment? She says, I had a VP tell me that you couldn't hire me because there are others at the company that have more experience than me. There's always going to be someone with more experience, right?
Brush off.
That's so true. There's always going to be someone with more
That's
experience.
deflection. Yeah, that's deflection. Yep.
100%.
Yep.
And it's sad.
Leo says that's BO. Not that kind of BO. That's brush off, y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, how about you put your biggest job search challenge in the comments? Like, is it ageism? Is it ghosted? Is it black hole? Is it your resume? What is it? Like, I want to know from you guys, what is your biggest struggle, your biggest challenge in your job search? Put that in the comments section.
It's important to hear what you guys think, because then we can add our 2 cents, and it may only be 2 cents.
We only got 2.
But guys like Leo and I, and Maureen is the PhD at job search. Oh my God.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. And we'll have something to say. Guys, please link in with me and everybody on this table. I would love to help connect you somewhere.
Hey, I do also want to plug Jeff Morris, because I did hear today he's taking his workshop on Friday virtual.
Yeah, it's going
So,
virtual.
yep. So there is a career transition
Good.
activity this week on Friday. Jeff Morris's Friday career transition group, Career DFW, is still meeting virtually.
Love that.
Go to careerdfw.org.
CareerDFW.org.
Oh, and I didn't do something. My last name is Williams, guys. Foster Williams. Please link in with me.
And
I
check out
love
his
connecting
website. What's your
folks.
website?
Search for the number 4, the letter U, INC.com. Here's what happens there, guys. We have a number of relationships. You heard Leo talk about that relationship word, right? These relationships a lot of times want to help. They want to pay it forward, and they will send Trevor and Mark and I, say, hey, we got a job over here,
Yes.
and we want to hire somebody from the network. So, guys, we kind of have a little bit of an advantage. So that's what it's all about. Those are the jobs there. Search for You is not going to have a million jobs. Search for You is going to have those, what I like to say, networked jobs.
Those are the ones you want, though.
That's a mic razor. I'm not going to drop it. It's a mic razor.
Okay. The comments are coming through. So here's what we got here. Let's see. David Martinez says black hole. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Katie, she says ageism and black hole. Paul says ghosted and black hole. Paul says ghosted black hole. Michelle says black hole / follow-up. So they're not following up with you. Guys, I mean, I'm seeing a common theme here. Ageism, overqualification, and ghosted, Don says. So there's a common theme going on here. There are ways that you can overcome. Do you guys believe this, that for every problem there is a solution? Do you guys really believe that? Because I do.
That's a good thought process.
Very good.
Because there is.
So you know what the problem is. Can we work hard and put in the extra energy that it takes to figure out that solution? Guys, you know what that solution is. I've been talking about it. I've been preaching it. A lot of you have dibble-dabbled in it, right? It's time to buckle down, especially now that you got some extra time on your hands,
Yes.
okay? You can learn this stuff. It's just going to take some action, okay? So...
Leanne Edwards said something real interesting. I had a company offer me a position after 2 months of vetting. Got the contract, asked a question about the non-compete, and then they withdrew the offer, Mo.
Oh, wow.
They withdrew the offer saying, we don't think you'll be happy with us. Now, those are situations that you
Yes.
cannot
You cannot.
avoid. But, Leanne, what I hear in that is you are very, very glad that did not happen, Leanne.
Can I also say, Leanne, I concur with that. Leanne You're blessed that you didn't step into that situation.
No
I'm
doubt.
sorry that wasn't vetted earlier. It should have been Leanne, but the bottom line is don't just walk away. Run and
Yeah.
count your blessings.
And Leanne's HR too
sounds
on,
like a
on the
hot
strength
mess.
of that.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a flight risk of a company.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it, Leo?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Something's going on.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Do
Paul.
you really want to be there?
Paul says there are no problems, only challenges and solutions.
Paul's
Love
right.
it.
Love
Paul's
that.
right.
Yep.
Man, love that, Paul. Appreciate that.
Paul,
comment.
you the man, 50 grand, B.
Man,
Challenge is an
and the
opportunity.
50. Ooh, yeah.
Leanne, you did dodge a bullet. You did, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, let's see what else we got here. Here's some more comments coming in. Blip, 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 blip. Let's see who else we got. Oh, okay. Yeah, Renee, she says ghosted. Lots of ghosting going on out there. Lots of black hole going on out there. I'm seeing it in the comments all over. Yeah, Valerie says meeting every single requirement in the job posting. Meeting every single. So the purple squirrel. You saying these companies are like wanting you to jump through all these hoops and fit a square peg in a round hole? Is that what's happening?
Purple squirrel with a polka dotted
Yes.
tail and 3 legs.
Yes. Yes.
We see it all the time.
Yeah.
Look,
We
and
see it.
if I am that purple squirrel, let me just put it this way. Here's a message I want y'all to know. When they bring you in for the interview, guess what? You're the purple squirrel they're looking for, right? They've been looking for that purple squirrel.
There's interest somewhere. They're not going to waste time with
They
it.
would not bring you in unless you had it. So, like, you
Something.
need to go into that interview when you do have it super confident because guess what? You're that purple squirrel. You are the purple squirrel.
I got to add to that.
Go ahead.
Hiring
go ahead.
managers, you have to sell your company.
Hello.
Just as much.
Absolutely.
So it's a two-way street.
Because I'm coming with questions. As
It's
a
a two-way
candidate,
street.
I'm coming with questions. I'm not going to mention the company, but a couple of big old companies. I came with a load of questions that they were not prepared for.
And Foster, can
yeah.
I add to that? If they're
Yes.
unwilling to address those questions, or what happened to Leanne, where she simply asked a question that anyone would ask about how to compete, can I say something a little bit maybe challenging?
You
But
just
when that
come
door
on with it.
closed, when that door closed, it's actually a blessing.
Yeah.
It
The
is.
quicker that door shuts, the more you can seek an opportunity that's more commensurate with your talents, gifts, and capabilities
Yeah.
that the Lord has. It's a downer. There absolutely is no way about it. But the quicker you can say, okay, rather than get vested in that misery with that company, it's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
And sometimes you gotta when that happens, it's like getting kicked in the you know what. Sometimes you
You don't
got-
want to hang out with him no more.
Well, yeah, you just got kicked. Think about
Yeah,
it. You just
you
got
did.
kicked. So you know what? It's okay if you need to cry about it. Cry about it. If you need to scream about it, scream about it. But get those emotions out and get back to
up.
it.
Get back
right?
Get
up.
back on the horse.
All right,
yeah.
just
Back
get,
up.
like literally, if you need to put your face in the pillow and just like if you got to do that, cool.
I know somebody that
But
did
the next
that,
day, get your butt
It's a
up
new day.
and let's get back to the grind. You
It's a
see what
new
I'm
day.
saying?
Yep.
Don't spend a week or a month. You know, ugh. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You don't
and-
want to do
yeah.
that.
And know there's others like you dealing with the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you're going to come out on the other side, you're going to come out stronger.
Hey, and if you guys have not yet, because I know there's still a lot of people here on the feed, so if you have not yet identified and plugged in with an accountability and support group, you guys need to. You need to. I mean, don't just.
I agree.
I mean,
Yes.
career transition networking groups are great. You get support there, but you really need to have a core accountability and support group.
Valerie, this is why we do this. She says, you are really giving me so much light today. I feel really uplifted. I appreciate it. That's
Yeah.
why we do
That's
this.
exactly
awesome.
why we
That's
do it.
exactly why.
Just for you.
That
For
just gave-
Valerie
that
Jones.
just gave me goosebumps.
That does, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
We love you,
a
Valerie.
dreary day. What did I say earlier? Hold on, let's go back to it. Hold on.
What'd you say?
Let's go back to it. Right? Can we go back to the quote here?
Do we got to sing?
I
Oh,
know it
man.
seems hard sometimes, but remember one thing. Through every dark night, there's a bright day after that. So no matter how hard it gets, stick
Pock.
your chest out. Stick it out.
Pockism.
Keep your head up and handle it.
Stick your chest out, keep that head up. And Leanne Edwards, you're absolutely right. God closed that door.
Yes.
It was protection.
It was protection. Thank you.
Ooh, child,
I knew that
things
was
are
gonna
gonna
happen.
get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Wow.
Keeping your head up.
That was harmony.
With no false
like
that
that?
was some good harmony right there, though.
Man,
I
better than
felt
that
that.
first opportunity.
You like that? That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Man, that's pretty good. You know who would
Now
have
let's do
thought?
some Lil Jon.
But when I posted that on LinkedIn today about that quote from Tupac, and I posted that, and I was like, I never thought I would post a quote from Tupac on LinkedIn.
True.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
It's so appropriate though.
It is appropriate.
I used Tupac and Snoop quotes in a high
Snoop.
school project.
No, see that?
I
Love
did.
that. Love it, love it, love it.
I'm out to my boy Snoop out there on West Coast.
Man, y'all better go pick up an album. Just saying. All eyes
My
on me.
God.
All eyes on me. No, I'm sorry. Okay, this just got crazy.
Squirrel.
Guys, I hope we could put a smile on your face at least. That's what we're trying to do.
That's what we're trying to do.
Just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. Michelle, thank you for tagging Leanne Edwards in here. Leanne, is she a recruiter, or who is Leanne? Tell us about
Leanne
Leanne.
is HR, and Leanne, I sent you a LinkedIn request because I do run the HR network in Dallas-Fort Worth, CSN HR.
Love that. We got to tag these recruiters, y'all. That's your job. You know what? That's your assignment. Your assignment by next Wednesday, okay, I want you to go find some recruiters, go work with them, and then I need you to bring them on the show. Go recruit the recruiters
Right.
onto this show.
And Leanne, one more thing. I am also one of the membership directors. I'm North Texas membership director for Texas HR Pros. There's probably 8,000 of us. What we're trying to do is get everybody in HR in Texas on there. So look for Texas HR Pros. We also have a Texas HR Pros in transition for people that are in job transition in HR. And I can't tell you how valuable that'd probably be for your search. Getting ideas, companies are posting positions in there, all that sort of thing. On Search for You, there are HR business partner positions that have been posted last 3 days because I've been at home because I ain't had nothing to do.
Well, we have just ran way over time, but that's because we got our stream cut 3 times during this thing. So it's all good.
All right.
We're so loud we broke LinkedIn. That's what we did.
Wow.
So, hey, but that's the show. It's all about
Who
you
know. And we out.
Or as Snoop Dogg says, Nizzo.